Mike, let me just ask you, from a local standpoint, there's got to be, I guess, a certain amount of civic pride involved in this. I mean, even your counterpart in the National League suggested that, this award coming to you in this area means a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family.
They didn't tell you to mute that, huh?
Yeah, well, I'll help all day. So.
There you go.
But, it's an incredible honor for me. Extremely humbled to get this award. It means a lot to me, my family, the town, Millville. Just putting them on the map. Come from the small town, as you see, going out there and proving some people wrong. That East Coast, you can go out there and play as well.
Like the media circus, I know it's been kind of surreal for you out there, but talk about being here in Millville, having circus coming to town here. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a crazy year and a crazy ride for me. As I'd go to right down the street to Cumberland Mall. You'd go to a Texas Roadhouse or a Longhorn, and walk in, and everybody, all eyes are on you. It's makes you feel good inside, and it's been fun so far.
Like, how inconceivable is it that you, in 3 days, could be named the MVP as well? I mean, how much, do you give it any thought? Is it, I think you mentioned yesterday, being mentioned in the same breath as Cabrera is just hard to believe in itself.
Yeah, I'm pretty anxious to see how it's going to turn out. I'm talking to my agent, talking to a couple guys. The race is pretty close right now. I know that they selected us after the year, so that the votes are in. But it's going to be fun. I'm anxious, nervous. Coming into the year to have your name in the final list of the MVP at the end of the year. It makes you feel good.
Mike, can you talk about how you're spending the off season? A lot of 21-year-olds might have stayed out in LA, but what kind of things are you doing out here, and what made you come back?
I come back because I like the town. I like LA is great. For me, I'm a weather guy. It's pretty funny. I like to come back, see a little snow, see a little rain. LA, you get 75 degrees, sunny every day. It's great baseball weather, but off season I like to come back and hunt and fish, and I like definitely being in the weather.
Mike, you always talk about you being the team, being about the team 100%. But you said you were anxious for the MVP. Does that kind of elevate, kind of think about yourself a little bit? Hey, that's kind of cool to be right for the MVP and thinking about it.
Yeah, it's definitely all about the team. But once the season's over, all the individual awards you start to think about a little bit, and it would definitely mean a lot to me.
How do you think this off season is going to be different? I mean, with all the attention and everything, how are you going to prepare for next year?
I'm trying to, get my time off. I do a lot of other stuff during the year, and it's a long, crazy year for me. And off season's time to relax. Get that body rested up for the next season. It's definitely a lot more crazier than last year.
Like, one of the arguments people make for you as the MVP is your WAR of 10.7. What does that number mean to you? Would you be able to figure out WAR? But would you be able to figure out WAR if somebody said, okay, or would you even be able to explain?
Nah, probably not. This is the first one I actually heard about this year. I really didn't pay attention to all this, statistics and stuff. And about midway through the year, they started bringing it out to me, saying I was pretty high, and I still haven't figured what it meant. So one's above replacement, I think. So.
You mentioned last night on the conference call that you hope to buy your own place next year, get your own place. Is that going to be around here?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay around here. It might not be downtown Millville, but it'll be around this area. But it'd probably be back in the woods somewhere, away from. I like to keep my privacy and just be out in the woods and just spend some time and be myself.
And along those lines, we're told that this is about it as far as celebrations. Not a whole lot planned around town for you, and everybody says that's the way you like it. Is that true?
Yeah, it's I'm not a big party guy going out and going crazy, but just definitely after this week, go out, get some buddies, go out, maybe go to like Atlantic City or just somewhere just to get out and spend some time and celebrate a little bit. You definitely want to celebrate a little bit.
Did you celebrate at all after last night or after the announcement yesterday? Did you do anything?
No, I actually went to the gym. Then we went to, I was at Favorites for a little bit, a couple of the guys went over there just to, relax, pretty low-key place, and just time to just mess around and have some fun.
What's your favorite short to go to? What beach do you?
I got to see Ocean City, and I was just in Atlantic City a couple of weeks ago, and seeing pictures of the town just flooded. It was pretty amazing, pretty crazy.
You think people are gonna have a little more respect for Jersey after you and Bailey and Frazier? What you did, or?
I think so. It's tough. You go to the Texas, California, the Floridas. They play year round, and they don't scouts and some GMs and directors. They waste their time. They think they're wasting their time up here. But we got a lot of talent, and I think there's more to come.
What's it like for your friends? I mean, a couple of years ago, you guys are all around town relatively anonymous, and then all of a sudden you come back and you're the big shot. Do they give you a hard time at all? Or?
No, they're all for it. When I'm out and stuff, they kind of watch my back, and they let me know if someone's hot on my tail. Like, hey, that guy's, they got Sports Illustrated and they got baseballs, and it's they're having fun as just as I am. Getting into places, just being in a corner and relaxing. It's been pretty good for me and my friends.
Does Sosha ever talk to you about the Philly part of it?
Yeah, we mess around. He always messes around like east of the Delaware, west of the Delaware. We're soft down in South Jersey. And he messes around with me all the time, but I give it right back to him. We joke around every once in a while. I think he's coming back for a couple of days this off season for a couple family things, and it's pretty cool to have a manager grow up right near your hometown.
Mike, I gotta ask you, you've been out in LA now for a while, and all the crazy stuff that goes on out there. You just hang out in your apartment the whole season?
No, I go out.
Right.
I try to keep it low key.
Right.
Going, to Newport, go to the beach and stuff, but it's not too crazy. Nothing stands out to me that's like, whoa.
Has anybody mentioned the word sophomore jinx to you yet?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. I don't believe in that stuff. Just go out there and play. If you're on a slump, you just gotta get out of it. That's why I look at it. So.
I know you don't like the spotlight, but I see the soft drink right next to you. I know you're a spokesman for a couple of things now. What's it like to be a spokesman for your products? Super pretzels. Every kid who's ever been to ball games has a super pretzel and stuff like that. What's it like to be a spokesman for these kind of companies?
It's pretty neat to have your name and see your going to like a 7-Eleven around here in Millville and see a big poster of you, and just funny situation the other day. I walked in the store and a big poster was up of me and had all my body armor drinks, and the guy working at the front desk looks at me, looks at the poster, looks at me. He's like, "Is that you?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." And it was a funny situation, and me and my buddies got a kick out of it, so it's pretty cool.
Mike, one question from some of the local people. What is your go-to sandwich at Jim's Lunch?
Go-to sandwich? 6 hamburgers and sauce, with french fries and sauce. As you know, you can ask my parents, you can ask anybody around town. I go in there and they already know what I want. So I could probably eat that thing every day. Try not to, but I do it anyway.
Is there a place down here where you get that? I mean, you just go anywhere, or is there a specific place where you go for that?
Jim's Lunch, that's definitely the go-to place around here.
Okay.
Anywhere, and I'm sitting in my tree stand, I'll text my mom, text my brother, hey, going to Jim's Lunch. It's always on my mind, back on my mind.
They sent you any food out there?
Yeah, actually they
They
did.
did?
When my mom traveled out, they actually froze some burgers for me.
Wow.
And I got just warmed up in the microwave, and
Cool.
they stayed warm. And tasted pretty good out there.
Not like home.
No, not like you get them off the grill,
Right.
but they're still pretty good.
On the West Coast, I know California, In-N-Out Burger is a big thing down there. You ever had In-N-Out?
Yeah, had In-N-Out, but they don't get Jim's not so compared. A lot of people, In-N-Out. You go. A lot of people on the West Coast. A lot of my buddies are In-N-Out fans. I get the loaded French fries or whatever, and I'm just like, dude, you haven't seen this burger. You think these burgers are good? You gotta go to my hometown and see Jim's lunch. They're like, nah, man. I'm like, I'm telling you. So.
You realize you're gonna use this in the commercial.
It's all right. It's all good. Jim's lunch is
3 burgers.
yeah, 6 of them. Probably, I could go for some right now.
You mentioned it was cool seeing your name around town. Is there anywhere around town that stuck out in particular?
Probably the sign right next to the Wawa on the river. I think they took it down because of Sandy. They can, I like seeing my name everywhere, but they can leave it down. So.